Firstly, I was born in Jamaica. I was born in 1956. I came over with my mother when I was 15 months old. We arrived in England in January 58.
So you've been in the UK since 1958?
Virtually 60 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it's a long time. Yeah.
Do you have any childhood memories of Jamaica? Is it all...
No, I've got none whatsoever. I'm an Englishman. I've had all my education in this country. I've worked in this country. I've lived in this country. I'm an Englishman.
You've never left the country?
I've never left the country. 60 years.
In 1993, Junior received a letter with a Home Office stamp saying that he could now remain indefinitely in the United Kingdom. But when he tried to get this certified on his Jamaican passport in 2009, the Home Office asked in each of the previous 10 years to prove that he'd lived in the UK.
Then putting the onus on
Himself.
Junior
or anybody.
to go, or anyone to go back 10 years.
Yes.
Who keeps records for 10 years? You wouldn't think that you'd need to, because you've grown up all your life in this country.
Junior says that twice his application to update his passport with the correct visa information was rejected. In March last year, Junior and Doreen's mother was taken ill in Jamaica.
Very bad, actually. And if I didn't see her, if I didn't go, I probably wouldn't see her alive again. So that's a choice I had to make. And my mum wins. So I went. Ideally, like I said, I had all evidence showing that I lived in the country and I was visiting the country, so I thought there'd be no problem.
Their mum, Joyce, passed away in June, with Junior by her side. But when they got to the airport to return to the UK, there was a problem. Junior wasn't allowed onto the flight.
I was upset. I was virtually in tears, being quite honest, and it went from my sister consoling me, I don't know what happened. But I couldn't understand why, why?
Junior was stuck in a country alien to him. He applied for a returning visa, but the weeks turned into months. His mother's body was repatriated back to the UK, but he missed her funeral.
For him, being left there by himself, no immediate family, I could just imagine what he was going through, Must have been very, very hard for him. But we spoke every day, and we kept trying to keep him upbeat, because you hear rumours that this returnee resident thing can take up to 6 months. So he thought, I could be here for 6 months. It was hard. I think it's hard for the whole family, because I think, when we tried to explain to the family why he wasn't there, they couldn't believe it. They just couldn't believe it. But as I said, we tried to keep him, make him feel like he was part of it, like he was there, and his kids, made sure that, he took lots of pictures and stuff like that, so.
In September, his local MP, Toby Perkins, contacted the Home Office on Junior's behalf, and he got his visa to return to the UK later that month.
It was an inhumane situation, and I know so many of my constituents were just disgusted on Junior and his family's behalf.
The stress that this has caused the Green family is very clear, and Junior says that he's had to leave his job because of the emotional and mental strain.
What people want is something that assurances that they can stay. This is their home. This is where they've lived for all these years, and we want to make it official, because we've done our part. We've helped England, get to where they are now, right? So it's time for England to help us now. And the Home Secretary, she needs to get on with it, because there's too many people out there who are just waiting for a knock on the door, or who was waiting for a knock on the door, to tell them that, even though you've been here 60 odd years, you've got to go back to a country that you don't even know.